Welcome to the Doghouse Chat and our 1 year streaming anniversary. Now, normally I would want to do something flashy and special and all of that fun stuff. But we started a new job a week ago today, and to be perfectly honest, we haven't really stopped moving since we started it. We're working on less than 5 hours of sleep today. And by the time I got home, I had just enough time to eat a quick bite of lunch or supper, our only meal of the day, I might add, and put together a tweet to say, hey, it's our anniversary. So no bells and whistles, nothing major other than simply saying, hey, we're a year old. Now, you'll notice in the bio that we did run some test streams prior to this date a year ago. But this is when we started. A year ago today is when we said, all right, Stone Dog, let's unleash ourselves to the masses. I'll be honest, I had no idea what the first year would be like. I didn't know what to expect. I wasn't sure if we were going to get any kind of response. I wasn't even certain if we would make it a year. Well, actually, I kind of was. But to give you an idea of where we're at, we only have 4 subscribers. Okay, that's fine. We have 175 followers. That's not blowing the doors off of anybody either. We have 4,455 views. But we're moving, now that we've got a year under our belt, we have an idea of what's going to help us to grow. And there is no such thing as overnight success. Overnight successes take years. They really do. And I'm not trying to compare myself to Nick Merckx or Ninja or anybody like that. But if you look at those guys, they've been doing it for 4 and 5 years. They've been going through multiple games. And while January is typically the strongest growth month for Twitch, we were playing Fortnite because we enjoy the game, but that was also in a very difficult time for Fortnite where people were so tired. I mean, by the time Season 2 rolls around of Chapter 2, it will be 18 weeks for Season 1. And it might even get pushed back a little bit further than that, given the change to the Chaos engine. So who knows when it's actually going to come out. So those certainly play a part in it. You know, we didn't just stream Fortnite for the entire year. We tried a little Apex. We tried a full month of Path of Exile. And we tried some League of Legends. Or not League of Legends, Rocket League. And Fortnite, yeah, Fortnite was the most fun. For me, anyway. I know that didn't sit well with everybody. I know we've had people come and go because of it. But at the end of the day, even during my rage moments, and let's be honest, there have been a few of those, especially when it comes to Fortnite, it's still, I get up, I do my big boy job, I come home, and I'm excited to play Fortnite again. So while we've got 175 followers on Twitch, we've got 245 followers on Twitter, and we have 295 followers on Instagram. And we really have started to see an increase in our social media presence. Part of that is the fact that we have been much more active on YouTube. And that right there is our latest montage that dropped today, just a few hours ago, 2.5 hours ago. I think it was 4 o'clock Central Standard Time that dropped. Now we definitely YouTube. It's certainly the toughest of the social media nuts to crack. We only have 29 subs over there. We'll get there. We've had 4 followers there in the last week or so. Hang on. My wife just texted me. Probably to tell me, yep, she's home. I also need to check to see how our other Boston is doing. We're hoping that she doesn't have a back issue because we can't seem to find the reason for her packing her right hind leg. I just need to see if my wife did manage to and again, chat, for those of you that are here often, or for those of you that are new, whether you're watching live now or the VOD later, because we do post all the VODs to YouTube. We started doing that a couple of weeks ago as well. I do my best not to be distracted during streams, but given that my wife works out of state from where I am, if she's texting and it is, she and I both have kids. My boy is the same age as her oldest boy, and those two are 2 years older than her youngest boy. Our dogs are still family as well. So when it comes to things like that, I have to be able to communicate with her as quickly as I can. And I do appreciate everybody understanding that. But to get back to the anniversary, there is, and I know those numbers might not sound impressive. I don't know what really should be impressive. Mama Dubs here. Do give her a look. See, she streams Sims. She does stream other games. What is it? Jackbox, things like that. She's mainly a Sim streamer, but just a very entertaining stream. So if I'm not on and you want to take a look at something that's not Fortnite and just get a feel for kind of the streamers in my world, she's definitely one that I would send you to. But she celebrated her 1-year streaming anniversary here. I want to say it was just after Christmas. It might have been just before Christmas, but it was somewhere in around that range, 5, 6, 7 weeks ago. On her 1-year anniversary, she got her 1,000th follower and her 10,000th view. And we didn't get that. We're 175 and 44.55. But we're also streaming one of the most saturated games out there, which by conventional standards tells you don't do that. If you want to be successful streaming on Twitch, go find something that's not saturated. And I understand that. I've been in business. I get it. But it's what I enjoy. So streaming Fortnite, that's one of the things that we're going to continue to do. Now, I will say this. Moving forward, we're still looking at what is Season 2 going to be like for Fortnite. Because if you're going to see another 18-week season, now you've really got to consider what's going on at Epic Games. because we're still trying to grow the doghouse. Do we have a big boy job? Absolutely. And I love being a golf pro, but I also really love being a streamer. So to grow the doghouse, we need to take a hard look at what we're providing for content for the people that are going to consume that. And if Epic is going to be, I don't want to say lackadaisical, yes. Oh, Twitch's fines 101. I do not have a tour card. No, I am a club pro. I'm a club pro at a private course here in North Texas. I am a golf pro. I am a PGA of Canada Class A golf professional. Yes, I am. I am a golf pro. Nope. As a matter of fact, I had to pass a playing ability test. I had to go through extensive schooling. I had to pass a Class A exam. It's not simply, you know what? I don't need to prove anything to you, Twitches. I really don't. So if you hear, okay, and that's fine. You know, goodbye. It was nice knowing you. Go be somebody else's problem. And that's one of the things, folks, I'm not being salty about it at all. You're not going to come into my stream and call me a liar. You can fuck right off. So, goodbye. So, to finish, we need to, moving forward, we need to figure out exactly what's going to grow the doghouse. And if that's not going to be Fortnite, okay, well then we'll just figure it out. We'll go to whatever plan B might be. And as such, once season 2 drops, well then, you know, we'll see where it goes. We'll see what kind of reactions they get. If you look at Twitch right now, I mean, Fortnite is, for the last couple of weeks, consistently in that 5, 6, 7 spot in terms of most views. So again, games come and go. It's, you know, there those games that stay for a long time still see fluctuations. But if there's an opportunity to be able to get yourself embedded while the game's down, it's like playing the stock market. Sure, in order to profit, you at some point you have to sell when stocks are high. But if you know that a stock is going to dip, and at that low point, somewhere in that low point, you can realize a profit knowing that that stock is going to rise again. Don't ignore that low point. Don't go, oh my God, it's terrible. It's so low. I don't want anything to do. That is the optimal time to buy. There's always risk. But when the stocks are down low, that's when you want to buy. Same thing here in Twitch. Streaming Fortnite. Right now, Fortnite stock is low. Okay. So let's while other guys are out, you know, Tifus, although I did see him streaming last night, but Cloaksy, guys like that. So Thierry, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Doghouse. If you got any questions, fire away. While these guys are off streaming other games, then maybe we've got the opportunity to be able to go ahead and add to the Doghouse, add to our Fortnite presence. And again, if it doesn't work, then we'll find another game and keep going. For those of you that might not be aware of what we do here, we do tend to talk a lot of sports. We talk about everything. We'll talk, well, I say everything. I mean, pretty much the discussions center around NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL hockey, Premier League soccer. We have not had anybody else come in. We had one gentleman come in here and talk about tennis. we can talk about tennis as well. So, you know, if it's a sport, oh, well, and of course we talk PGA Tour golf too. So if it's a sport, we're going to talk about it. If it's a sport that I don't know anything about, rest assured, I will find out. Because there's not a sport that I don't love. There just isn't. Right now, it's a weird time of the year because the NFL is done, Super Bowl is over, XFL, which may or may not be successful. Who knows what could happen there? The XFL, it had an okay weekend. I know there were some people that were really intrigued by it, and others just went, "It's not the NFL. I want no part of that NFL. This is a B league. I'm not going to watch minor league football." And that's fine, but it's still football, and there are a number of people out there that are going to consume football, and it's different. The broadcasts themselves were very different. They were very aggressive with their sideline reporters pursuing coaches and players and stuff like that. That probably needs to get dialed back a little bit. But given the time of year, spring training is going to start in a little bit. You know, the NBA All-Star game is it this weekend? I think it's this weekend coming up. The NHL is still not into its final push to the regular or to the playoffs. So you've probably got 30 games left there as well. You're going to have about 25 games left in the NBA at the end of this week. So it's kind of a lull in sports, but we'll still talk it. And of course the NFL is it's a year-round thing. As a matter of fact, Michael Irvin, who's on the NFL Network, was talking on the weekend about how he had been speaking to significant people that were saying that there's the possibility that the Cowboys will trade Dak Prescott to the Patriots for Tom Brady and a couple of first-round picks. Now, Michael Irvin's the type of guy that while he's a Cowboys fan, or a Cowboys player, pardon me, is not likely to just make stuff up. Actually, he's not going to make stuff up because he doesn't need to make stuff up. If he said he talked to somebody, if he talked to significant people, then he talked to significant people that he's going to trust aren't just feeding him a line to further Jerry Jones's side of the story or Dak Prescott's side of the story. And that's all because right now the Cowboys are trying to figure out whether they're going to sign Dak Prescott or tag him. And that could get messy too. So NFL has done a great job of setting up a situation where they're almost always relevant. You know, you get through the Super Bowl and all the playoffs, and then you've got free agency, you've got the combine, you've got the draft, you've got OTAs, organized team activities, then you've got the tag deadline, then you've got preseason, then you've got the regular season, and before you know it, you're right back to the playoffs again. So it's brilliant on their part because they're always relevant. There might be, again, just like we talked earlier about streaming Fortnite and the stock market, there's ebbs and flows to it, no doubt about it. But it's almost always going to get talked about. I heard something interesting about Major League Baseball today, and we've got a follower, Silent X Team, who is a huge Mets fan. He gets to rub elbows with some of the Mets. He's met the new Mets manager. Color me jealous. I'm living in North Texas. I'm a Texas Rangers fan. I grew up in Canada. I'm also a Blue Jays fan, which, if you know the history between the Blue Jays and the Rangers, yeah, that's dicey. But Major League Baseball is talking about maybe adding another couple of teams to the playoff rotation, where they would go. They would have 7 teams. They would have the best team getting a bye, and then the second best team choosing their playoff opponent from the remaining teams, and the third best team choosing their playoff opponent from. Let me back up. It would be, you would have 4 wildcard teams. They'd play off, and then you would have a best of, I think they said best of 5 series, where the second team would choose which of the 2 winning wildcard teams they faced. And again, that starts to create the potential, not just for discussion about, holy cow, who are these guys going to pick, but now it might even increase you might build some rivalries that wouldn't necessarily be there. And I'm just pulling names off the top of my head. Say the Yankees are the number 1 team in the AL, and they get the bye. And you've got the playoffs, and the Red Sox are number 2. The Oakland A's are number 3. You've got the Minnesota Twins at number 4, and maybe the Texas Rangers are at number 5. Well, the Red Sox choose to play the Twins because they think that they've got a better chance of beating the Twins. Well, now the Twins are back. What do you mean you're picking us? I mean, we're better than the Rangers, for God's sakes. What are you picking us for? And that's the type of thing that maybe it might help to bolster baseball a little. Personally, I think they need to look at 162 games and go, no. I think you need to make it 140 games, maybe 144 at the most, but you need to start to lose games because there's just so many of them. Mike Bassick, I listened to 105.3 The Fan exclusively, Sports Talk Radio. Mike Bassick is a former Texas Rangers pitcher. He's most famous for giving up the home run to Barry Bonds that set the single-season home run record in San Francisco years ago. And Bassick said that somebody he was speaking to would like to see what they did during the strike year, and this has happened a couple of times, and Montreal Expo fans, my apologies. But in a strike year, and I forget what year it was, 94, something like that. It might actually, you know what, it might have even been 84. But baseball went on strike. By the time they got back, they didn't have the ability to create an entire season. So what they did was, and this was before wild card games and stuff like that, what they did was they played 2 36-game seasons. And the winner from the first season got to play the winner from the second season for the right to go to the pennant. And that's where the Expos things come in, because the Expos had the best record for both seasons combined, but didn't win either one of them, so they missed out on the playoffs. But Bassick was saying that there's talk of maybe having 2 72-game seasons so that these games mean more to more teams, and it would help to maybe alleviate the, well, we're tanking. Because, well, okay, sure, you're 30 games in, you're 10-20, chances are you're not gonna win that season. But if you can turn things around, and look at the Washington Nationals last year, if you can turn things around, maybe the second half of the season, now you've got something to fight for. You have, who knows, maybe you've got terrible injuries in the first part of the season. Right now, as it stands, 162 games in, if you start 10-30, you've got no chance. You've got no chance whatsoever. But if you start 10-30, you lose the first season, but now you're a 600 ball club in the second season. At least you've got a chance in the second season to overcome the ills of the first season. Who knows? It's a possibility. I think baseball needs to do something like that. I think they need to just get a little better with it and recreate some excitement for more games than than is possible right now. I think we've nattered on long enough. Just one quick thing, chat. There's our Twitter, there's our YouTube, that's our latest video, and there's our Instagram. Whether you're here now or watching the VOD, help us out. Go ahead, follow, turn notifications on. You see something you like, let us know. You see something you don't like, let us know. Be kind. I won't stand for trolls. We've already seen that tonight. But yeah, be kind. And we are active daily on Twitter and Instagram, and we're active 6 days out of 7 on YouTube. 5 of those 6 days are rebroadcasts. So if you can't get to the Twitch channel during the live broadcast, and you can't access Twitch for whatever reason to see the broadcast, the next day or the day after that, and all you've got is YouTube, it's there for you to go through. The 6th day, and right now it's every Monday, we release a montage, which is what that latest YouTube video was. So again, check it out. We're constantly trying to improve the screen. You'll notice, or the stream, pardon me. You'll notice on this latest YouTube video, we have a new YouTube intro. Let's just shout these guys out here real quick. Kong Vector. If you guys stream and you're looking for somebody to do your graphics, those guys knock it out of the park for us every time. They've done all the graphics that you see here on the Doghouse, and I can't. They go out of their way to make their customers happy. They're amazing. So let's go ahead and let's get ready to play some Fortnite. Now, sadly, one of the things that has been a bit of an issue for us lately is with the new job, we have not had near enough time to get any practice in. We've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. We got home, like I said at the start of the stream, with just enough time to get a meal into us, the only meal we've had all day. We sat down, and here we are. So it could be bot-like. Absolutely. But what the heck? We'll have a go. And it's not like we're playing for millions of dollars right at the moment anyway, so. Okay. Let's see what we can get done. Okay, boys and girls, first game of the night. And as I've said before, anybody watching the VOD, well, anybody here who's new to this channel, or anybody watching the VOD, we typically drop Weeping. That's our favorite spot. We'll drop here just north of Stonehenge. We'll also drop Misty, and then we'll drop. We will drop west of Slurpee at those little cottages there as well. Those are the places we typically like to drop, depending on what we've got for a bus. God, I thought I saw somebody down there on that surf truck. See our ping spiking a little bit here, but we're not dropping frames, so that's looks to be server side. Looks to be Fortnite-ish. I thought I saw him over there. Oof. That was a little tense. That was a little more tense than I wanted it to be. Oh, he was doing a lot of farming. Oops. Oof. Okay. Actually, let's do that. Once again, sloppy as all get out, but sloppy as all get out. What the? Oh, okay. My bad. I was busy crouching. We really haven't played in a while, have we?
Where are you? Oh, I see you. Got to get up a little earlier in the morning. And once again, boys and girls, like I said, if I've got a sniper rifle, chances are I'm winning that fight. Let's do this. Okay, what do we got here? All right then. Well, we're going to need some blue stuff. We're definitely going to need some blue stuff. Oh, nice shot. Nice shot. That's unfortunate. All right. Well, my wife couldn't get our Boston in. So Hopefully the anti-inflammatories work, and you know, she'll be better. She'll be better before Thursday, which is when he wanted to see her. Oh, hang on. Not a bad start. Top 10, 4 elims. Could have been better. Could have been better. That definitely was a case of, hey, we didn't have any shield. And we were a little sloppy with that build. Actually, we missed a snipe there. Can you believe that? Yeah, neither can I. Neither can I. Pistols galore, huh? I'm not sure I wanted to do that. Oops, let's hit that. Ooh. Merry Christmas. Be a shoddy, be a shoddy, be a shoddy, be a shoddy. Yeah. Whoa. Shooting star? Now we've got the shield that we needed in the last game. Let's do that, shall we? Well, now that we remembered which was our cone button. Yeah, I know. I know. Okay. Maybe a mistake, but if you've seen the way we handled a sniper rifle, I think you'd understand why we did that. Yeah, we need shoddy ammo, so we best go get that. So somebody did get that. But where did they go? Okay, I think we're gonna go pump up the jam a little bit. Somebody definitely in there. Well, that's certainly a little more power than we've got. Go work high ground here, shall we? Oh, that almost had him. That was almost a gooder. There we go. Okay. shit. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Yeah, because we're worried about that. Mm-hmm. Oh, to have domed that dude would have been nice. We did not. Pardon me. All right. Okay, yeah, we were doing a little research there, chat. Doing a little research. Sorry for the distraction. Thought so. Yeah. Whoa. No, no, no. Okay, nothing there. Go back here. Ooh, we hit that. Okay. Didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. Apparently I left Facebook up. Oh, and our ping is all over the map again. God dang it. Oh, whoops. Alright, we need to move. Go down here, grab this. We'll come back up, get that. Bob's your uncle. Oh, we did not check any of that. That's okay, we're not going to take it. A little more stone. A little more brick. And then we're happy. Kind of hoping something just... Okay, well, we'll take this big pot. Oh, you're way up there. Yeah, okay. Let's just go ahead and move. Okay, so he's coming this way. Ah, good shot. Ah, good shot. What do you do? What do you do? Hang on, we've got to turn that off. That doesn't need to be popping in our ears. Something else. Seems to be
There was something else that was popping there, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. We found it. Something else today too, chat. When I woke up at 5 o'clock, it was 62 degrees outside. When I got home, it was not 62 degrees outside. It was 38, and it's dropping like a rock. We got a cold front moving through. It was raining. Yeah, all sorts of nastiness. So, needless to say, when I left, I did not have heat on in the house. When I got home, it's OMG, what the hell is this? Why are there icicles inside the house? So we've just we turned the heat on just before we got started. It's finally getting a little comfier in here, but there's still a chill in the air. You can't see my breath, but still. It definitely caught our attention, that's for sure. Holy shit, is everybody here? I don't know how we did this, but here we are.
I don't know if there's somebody else here or not. But I'm actually going to assume that there is. Oops. You know what? I do that every time I come out that door. I do that. Oh, hang on, Stone Dog. It's down there. Hey, Hazzy, how you doing? What's the good word? Hope all is well on your side of the pond. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm going to be honest, a little on the tired side. I have been up since 5 a.m. my time. I have had very little to eat, and yeah, there's still work to be done when we get done the stream too. I've got to put a couple of days worth of social media stuff together before I can head off to bed. But you know what? I'm not complaining because I love doing it, so. "5 a.m. my time, yep. Yes, indeed. So that would be, I think, 11 your time. You were probably getting up at a similar time to me then. Yep. Oh. Oh, hang on. We gotta go fishing. You just have to go fishing here. Go over here and check this real quick, too. We've got center zone, so I didn't have anything to do today because of the storm. Gotcha. So trains were canceled? So you could lie in. Nice. Nice. Oops, let's do this. See, the thing is, when we get bad weather here in the golf business, everybody else gets to go home. Not me. Well, or the head pro. We're the two fortunate guys that get to hang out, because we're the salaried employees. All right. And again, not complaining. It's more like I can't get to uni. Yeah, yep. Well, when the trains aren't running, absolutely. Now, I know I've asked you this before, and my apologies, I've forgotten. What are you taking in university? Graphic design. Yeah, I knew that too. Good memory, just really short. Just like most of my family, really short, but okay, so that was a terrible joke, I get it. Don't hate me. Slurpee it is. No, I'm average. I'm 5'9". But, I'm the giant in the family. Yeah, I'm definitely the giant in the family. Are you? How tall are you? And I do understand centimeters, so if you throw it in centimeters, that's cool. Six 6'3". Ooh, yep, there you go. That's putting some height on you. Shit. Ooh. Oh, shit. Damn it. But my dad's brothers are both like 5'7" and 5'8". Yeah, I gotcha. Your dad and brother are 6'1". Yep. Yeah, I might have one cousin that is close to 6 foot. I don't think there's anybody else that is tall. You know what? I've got two cousins that are like that 5'10", 5'11" range. But my mom's heritage is Scottish. My dad's is Danish, and the tall gene. Not only is it recessive, it may be anti-stone dog family. So, and I played basketball in high school too, which meant that it was a challenge for a short little guy like me. Now, as well, when I was in high school, it was a lot of years ago, 36 to be exact. Oh no, 37. I graduated 37 years ago this June. So 37 years ago, I was in grade 12, and back then, I mean, sure, we had a few 6-footers, 6'1", 6'2". Tallest guy I ever played against was 6'8", and he was the only one over 6'3" that I ever saw. And dude was lightning quick. It was amazing. I made a steal at the top of the key in our defensive zone. He was under our hoop, and when I made the layup, he fouled me on the layup. Like he covered 15. I had a 15-foot lead on him, which doesn't sound like much, but basketball courts aren't exactly what you would call, marathon runs. And he caught me. 2 steps, and he can probably get from one side of the court to the other. Yeah, that's what I learned. It was quick, but usually guys 6'8" like that aren't that fast. But he was. He certainly caught my attention too. Definitely caught my attention. One of them, yeah. I'll drop Weeping. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. I'll drop Weeping, what I call Stone, just north of Stonehenge, over by Risky Reels, Frenzy Farm. I will drop Misty, And then I do like to drop a little west of Slurpee in those little cottages over there. I don't mind that, so. Risky reels, yeah. Yeah. A lot of folks were, like, I think they, when they removed Risky, I think that they replaced it with the block, which was where they highlighted custom maps in season 9 and 10, I think it was. They did both of those. Whoops. But people weren't too happy about it. Risky Reels is like the cinema. Yep. Yes, it is. Yeah, the drive-in theater. Those are like those little. They're not floppers. I can't remember what they are. Minnows or something like that. I don't remember what the exact name is. The little ones are 15 health. They're like bandages. Floppers, the gold ones, are 50 health, and then the slurp fish, the purple ones, are 50 health or shield, and they're almost instantaneous. So it's instead of like a 2.5 second 15 health heal, those little fish are, I think it's 1 second. So you can go from like 1 health to 75 health in less than half the time that it takes you to do that with bandages. That's a huge... Is there a typo in there? Is Meta still pumped and swapped to SMG? It depends on your preference. There are guys that will swear by the tack. Oh, hang on. There we go. They'll swear by the tack because it's tack AR or pump SMG. See, that's a slurp fish right there. And there's your flopper. And there's that. And now that. So yeah, pump SMG or slurp or tack assault rifle. And then whatever 3 utilities you feel comfortable with. You know, rocket launchers or grenades. You can run 3 heals if you want. You know, 1 fish, 1 1 stack of smalls, 1 stack of half pots. You know, just whatever your druthers. And a sniper is considered utility now. Fortnite seems to have gone mad on the fish, it seems. I think it's gotten a little better of late. It used to be right at the start. It was everywhere. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think what Epic is trying to accomplish is to, you know, help out the box fighter, who maybe isn't as good as the others, by having a more instant heal. But that doesn't always work. Do I? Oh, are we still? Okay. Oh, yeah. Do you have pets other than your dogs? I do not. I do not. Just the two little pupper dogs. Oh, hang on. But we've already done that. With the upgrade, it's now the meta is to upgrade to spend the 250 or 150 if you need to get to the purple pump, if you can. Ideally, you want to find a blue pump and spend 150 of each mat to get it purple, but green to purple works as well. I didn't even know that I upgrade. Yeah, it's new, this one. Actually, there's not only upgrading, but there's also they're messing around with side grading. You can spend. Whoops, didn't want to do that. But for pets, I just have a beta fish. Oh, that's cool. Yep. Well, it's got to be tough too when a fish is a lot easier to look after than a dog when you're going to school. But the upgrade thing, it's not just upgrading. There's things called side grading. So you can take, right now, I think the only thing you can side grade is to take a regular AR and side grade it to a heavy AR. So that's something they're messing with. And I think what they're trying to do is, you know, keep options in the game without vaulting a whole bunch of weapons, but, you know, make there's an associated cost with grabbing that upgraded weapon, you know. And it's not that purple pumps or purple or gold tax or even gold tax. It's not that the legendaries and epics won't drop. It's just it. Shit. Whoa. Cool. Okay. Yes, he did. I don't think so, because he didn't have any traps there. I think he was just as surprised to find me in his box as I was to find him in mine. To be honest with you. God, I really wanted that shot. I saw that shot coming from somewhere. There he is. Shit. Where are you son of a bitch? saw him too late. Saw him too late. I'm hoping for the half and half. Shit. It's gonna be close. Okay, so you and me, huh? Oh, I saw him at the last second. Saw him at the last second. Yeah, I should have had him with that first snipe. He was out there for the taking. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Oh well. I got married to a lady from the U.S. Is what I did.
And when we got married, my boy was out of high school. Actually, he graduated that year. So, you know, I was a single dad, and he was fine with me moving. So yeah, it was just easier for her youngest boy was still in I think he was in grade 11. He had 2 years of high school left. So it just made more sense for me to come down here, especially as a golf pro too. You know, here I can work year round. Where I came from in Canada, it was you know, 7 or 8 months on and 4 months off, and that, I mean, that's fine, but it's tough on the pocketbook. Whoa. Are you upstairs or down? You're right there. So somebody's got a rocket launcher. Ooh, hello. All right, we're gonna go push that. Okay. I think that should be everybody here. Think.
Ooh, forgot to check. Forgot to look up. Hurry over, get that P90 made. Shit. Good play. Good play. That's too bad. God bless me. Tough one there. Either turn around and shoot the trap out or try to take them down. They used to. My boy's not married, but and excuse me here, but it's super dry. Kind of losing my voice a little bit here. My boy used to game all the time. But you know, you get into you get out of school, and you know, her two boys are both buried with families. Priorities change. You know, my boy's 30, her oldest is 30, her youngest is 28. So you just, I guess I'm the little boy that never grew up, type of thing. And they still occasionally play games, just not like we used to. Before I met my wife, my son and I lived across the street from internet cappuccino bar, and the owner was really good friends of ours, and he had four gaming systems in a LAN. So we'd stay. It'd be nothing for us to, you know, the coffee shop closed at 10. We'd go in there, start gaming at about 10:30 after the staff left, and the sun would come up, the staff would be coming in, and we'd still be gaming, you know. Now, obviously that wasn't when my kid was going to school, but Yeah, I was out of... Damn it. I'm 21. Most of my friends still play video games, but I delayed going to university, so I'm only in second year now. Whereas if I went straight away, I'd have graduated last summer. Yeah, I got you. And again, you know, everybody's different. Your perfect timing is when you start. You know, to me, it's that simple. I think when they got jobs, they slowed down a lot with gaming. Yeah, because you just, boy, you know, there are not enough hours in the day for everybody to do what they want to do. You know, it's certainly not getting any cheaper to live. That's for damn sure. And it's you know, it's we're gonna drop there because you have to make so much money in order to be able to just make ends meet. You know, I'm fortunate. My wife, one of the things she used to do was build computers. So she built the gaming rigs that we have, you know, and she bought all the, we bought all the parts. We spent $2,500 on parts to custom build these machines. Well, not everybody has that, you know, and I'm not saying, you know, the Kardashians or Bill Gates or anything like that, but we're lucky in that we both have decent jobs, and you know, we've got a little extra spending money that we can afford to spend on what really is luxury items. You know, sure, a computer these days is an absolute necessity, but that doesn't mean that we all have them. So where the hell are you guys going? She doesn't, my mom knows nothing about PCs law. She doesn't work either, but my dad has quite a high-paid job, so she doesn't have to. Nice. Nice indeed. I'm old enough to remember when my mom actually decided to go to work. You know, she was stay at home, and it was one of those things where, you know, at the time, well, should I go to work? Let's see here. Let's do this. You know, should I go to work and supplement the family income, or should I stay home and raise the kids? And they decided to have her go back to work, which was fine. And to be perfectly honest, it kind of helped me, because now I had to become self-sufficient. You know, my brother and I were getting home from work. Nobody was there. You know, nothing wrong with that. Learn how to fend for yourself, so to speak. You know, it taught me how to do laundry and make supper and things like that. Things that certainly helped when I moved out on my own. All right, we gotta hustle. Gots to hustle. But still, I think if it's ever in the realm of possibility for one of the parents to stay home, they should. I do my own laundry at home, but usually get a meal cooked for me. Yep. My oldest... Oh, shoddy. No, huh? My oldest stepson is in the Navy, and he met his wife in the Navy. She was in the Navy as well. And he just said, look, you want to get married, that's fine. But we're going to have kids, and you're going to stay at home and raise the kids. Because that's what I want. But I have student accommodations. When I live there, I have to cook for myself, etc. Yep. I got you. And again, nothing wrong with that. So he demanded his wife raise the kids and doesn't work? No. He works, and he said, look, I want you to stay home to raise the kids. Are you fine with that? So there was no demanding going on. It was, this is what I'd like to do. Are you fine with that? Because they couldn't both be in the Navy and raise a family. Because that just... I mean, if they both get called out, then who looks after the kids? Especially if they were stationed in two different parts of the world. So that's what I was getting at, That's exactly. Nope. Oh, are you certain? Darn it. All right, well, we're moving. There's that pink spike. God dang it. Well, now we've got a bit of a problem with the meat and the sandwich here. We got to sit here. Let's see if he'll come to us, if that storm will come to us, and what happens over here. Storm kind of came to us. I forgot that was his roof. I completely forgot that was his roof. Whoops.
You know what? I have no idea what that is. Like I've said all week long, LTM, is that like COD Search and Destroy? I don't know. I what I saw briefly was that it was different esports teams. I saw FaZe Search and Destroy. I think I saw 100 Thieves Search and Destroy. And I think what it was just tournament mode. Just like a practice tournament mode. I understand, and I don't know, Hazzy, if you had seen this. Oh, I thought it would be like COD. And again, it could be. I honestly don't know. But it was at the start of this season. There was a kind of an unwritten rule that if it was early on and you pulled your pickaxe out and swung it to show the other player that you weren't going to aggress them, and they pulled their pickaxe out and swung back, that was kind of their code for, hey, let's just get into the storm. We won't. It's not teaming, but we won't fight each other until we get into the next zone. And Epic has apparently started to ban players from tournaments that do that, because they're trying to get rid of the potential for the teaming aspect. Okay. Yeah, I think the 5 a.m. morning is starting to get to us a little bit. We're getting a little sloppy here, a little slow on the uptake. Little slow on the uptake. Well, that was nice. A friend of mine that I haven't seen in a while popped back up on the radar on our Instagram. Chat, if you're enjoying the content, whether you're here now or watching the VODs later, do us a favor, hit that follow button, turn on notifications. If you're really feeling it, or feeling sorry for the old guy, whichever the case might be, check to see if you've got a free Twitch Prime sub. Click subscribe in the upper right-hand corner and subscribe free. You might have a free Twitch Prime sub available. Subscribe free. It's just 2 clicks. You're part of the doghouse. The only place on Twitch where being in the doghouse is a good thing. And I can hit those damn bullets every single time. Can't I? Alright, let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, I don't think we're going to pick up that bandage gun. We will take this. Once again, there seems to be a little lag going on here. That's not a good thing. Yeah. Oops. Just on the off chance. Just on the off chance. Let's go fishing. And that's why we go fishing. The only problem is now we can't swim back upstream because that's pretty, yeah, that's pretty potent. What?
You know, things are tough when you're having problems just even building ramps. That's when you're... God. I'd like to know what that sound is that sounds like a boat. Because I hear it every time I'm walking over there, and I have no clue what it is. Yes. Guess. Now, the good news for us, chat, is that with the... Oh, that helps. With the fact that the weather's so bad, we do get to sleep in a little bit tomorrow. We don't have to be up at 5:30. We can get up at about 7:15, so... that will help us a little bit. Well, I gotta be honest, that could have been a blue shotgun. I wouldn't have been disappointed. That helps. And that definitely helps. All right, let's sneak over here, see if we can't upgrade this thing to an epic. But this first... I'm surprised we haven't... careful, don't say it. There we go. That's why we go check that. Saves us 100 mats. Saves us 100 mats. Fuck. Yeah, and that's the problem right there. That is the problem right there. Hang on just a second, chat. All right. We failed to edit that back wall of ours 3 different times. We didn't even think to break that floor of his and rebuild it to hide us. So we've only got a half an hour left. We'll play it out, but I will be honest. I've hit the wall. I can even hear it in my voice. I think it's as much that it's dry in here, because we still. I mean, North Texas winter it's still winter. Well, it's not. It's winter, but it's not winter, is what I was trying to say. But it's still cold and dry, and it's not that. Pardon me. It's we're not trying to make excuses. We're just tired. You know, we've been up for 16 hours already. We've probably got 2 more hours of work, streaming work to do, before we can lay our head on the bed or on the pillow. I mean, not terrible, but need CPs. Come on, move. Yeah, Fortnite's Epic has done something. It used to be that you could, you know, press a button to, like, W key to move forward while you're busy doing something else, and once you finished whatever it was that you were doing, whatever the something else was that you were doing, it would just automatically move. Well, that's not the case anymore. Unfortunately. Actually, we're going to go ahead and break this bus. You know, I absolutely did not see how much we got for that. Oh, that was 47-ish. All right. Yeah, now we're just swinging it there. You can tell that we're getting to the end of it. Okay. We could really use, well, that's not exactly what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for right there. How about we just blew these things up a little bit? Ooh. Or we could gold those things up a little bit. You know, let's not aim low if they're gonna let us aim high, okay? Oh, of course. Well, I did ask to blew it up a little. All right. Let's blew up this SMG so we're not going to spend a whole bunch of mats, hey? How's that sound? Sound agreeable? Apparently not. Apparently not. Apparently there are some disagreements there, some dissenting votes. Heartless bastards. All right. No. Blue pistol? No. Blue SMG? Okay, sure. All right. All right. I see how it is. Whoops. Yeah, and like I said, just a little on the tired side. We're not really focused up the way we should be. Okay. Oh. Well, don't mind if I do. I mean, a blue SMG there would have been nice, but... I guess beggars can't be choosers. All right, it's been way longer than 5 minutes, but I'm here. No worries. Better late than never, right? Well, we're kind of kitted out nicely here, but now we've just got to actually stay focused long enough to finish off finishing off the game. Because trust me, we definitely are tired. Shit. come on, come on, come on. Why won't you fucking build? It wouldn't fucking build. Wow. Fuck you, Epic. That absolutely pisses me off to no end. I mean, you're supposed, all you have to do is place the trap. It'll place the floor if you've got the stuff. That drives me fucking insane. Same thing with trying to place a ramp. You're placing a ramp to protect yourself, and the fucking thing is this tall, and you're wide open. Like, it just... I guess I really should have just built up. Yeah, I'm almost done too. Gone 3 a.m. Yeah, sure is. I've got one more game left in me, and then I'm done for the night. Hazzy, thanks for stopping by and being with us. Appreciate you, my friend. Rest well, and thank you. Appreciate that. We will talk to you again soon. You bet. Boy. Actually, you know what, chat? We're gonna call it a night too. We're tired. We're grumpy. A little pissy. Again, thanks to everybody that stopped by. Hazzy Satiro, thanks for the follow. Tarnished 420, thanks for the sub. Prime sub, 6 months now. 6 months Prime sub. That is awesome. Thank you so much for that. Let's see, what else do we have? And our 1 year streaming anniversary. I wouldn't call it a blooming success, but or booming success. Let's be honest, we're tired. There's just no getting around it. We're tired. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on YouTube. That's our latest YouTube video that dropped about 5 hours ago. It's a sniper montage. And then, of course, follow us there on Instagram. We are active daily on all of our socials, with the exception of YouTube. We take Thursdays off of YouTube. Actually, that will probably be Saturday this time around. But daily Instagram and Twitter. 6 days out of 7 with YouTube. Mondays, at least for the time being, Mondays are we'll drop the montages and highlights and what have you. The rest of the days, it is broadcasts or rebroadcasts of the stream, just so that those that might not be on Twitch can find us on YouTube and enjoy the broadcasts at their leisure, as it were. I know we're quitting about 10 minutes early, but like I said, it's just she's been a long day. She's been a long day. We're staring at a couple of more hours before we can get done. That's going to be 18 with a long day that we had the day before, too. Not complaining. A lot of folks out there don't get the chance to go to work at all. So we're pretty fortunate. We're back here tomorrow night at 6:30 Central Standard Time. We are also here Wednesday and Thursday at 6:30 Central Standard Time. Off Friday, back Saturday at 6:30 Central Standard Time. Again, thanks to everybody for dropping in and making this year a lot of fun. Here's to another great year. We'll talk to you soon. Boy.